Yes, that's the motto. If me the butter pass through your soul to can't fall in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, we see blessings fall them right on. But I toast to the friends we take off with the load. One time things sit down in a class, don't board them. Only set the road, them go on with it, go on with it. That's how our blessings are for me.
Okay, I know y'all came because y'all wanted tea. Y'all wanted tea. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Mienza B episode. I feel like it's been a while since I actually did like a sit down, like, you know, everything's been voice over and I haven't been able to, you know, I feel like I haven't been able to connect with y'all. So I'm glad that I'm doing like a little sit down talk type of thing. As you guys could tell by the titles, today's episode is gonna be a story time, okay? A story time on the worst dates ever. The reason why it's the worst date ever is because I never even made it to the date. I never even made it to the date, okay? Disclaimer on this video, I kind of did a little clickbait to you guys, because I did say it was the worst Valentine's Day date. However, this didn't happen during the Valentine's Day season. I'm sorry, but I love you guys, so I'm gonna tell you the real, okay? On my Instagram, I asked you guys what episode you would like to see this Saturday. Do you want to hear my worst, a story time on a worst date on like Valentine's Day, or do you want to see like a hair video? I mean, like 30 something people said that they wanted to hear the story time. They want to know what's tea. I just want to shout out to my sis Stacy for gifting me this for the holidays. Look, I'm using it. She said to me, I hope I better see you using this in your video, your sit down video. So here I am. Automatically, I'm using it, okay? Let's get into the story time and get your tea. Alright, so boo, let me give y'all some background information on how the date even came about. So we're gonna call this person, let's call him Aaron, alright? Aaron and I, we real cool, we was friends. Aaron obviously liked me. I was like, maybe I could end up liking him, but I always kept the friend zone, you know, like I always kept the friend zone. On the real though, like I'm not on no hating stuff. Like me and this person was like real cool. Like we could have a conversation, whatever, like he was cool. At the time we was talking as friends. We first started talking, he wanted to link and I'm like, link where? He always wanted to link and I'm like, I don't even know you like that. Like I knew him from somebody I know, but I didn't know him like that. So but he always wanted to link. Always like, nah, we not linking. Like I always said, it's not gonna happen. So now I got to know him. It's been like a couple of months now. I got to know him on a personal level. Like me and him is like mad cool. And I'm like, you know, we friends, so we should be able to go out and link. At that time, I think like I kind of had a little feelings, but me personally, I can't just like people. I don't know. It takes a lot of me. It takes a lot for me to like fully like somebody. I could just like certain things about them, but I won't like them. Like, oh my gosh, I got a crush. You know what I mean? So one day he's like, we talking on the phone, and he's like, oh, when we gonna link? And now I feel more confident to link because he's cool. You know, we cool. We got a good friendship and everything like that. Obviously, it's gonna be like a date, but you know, we still cool as friends. This time I'm not shutting it down. I'm like, yeah, we could link. And he's like, oh, word. So I'm like, he's like, what do you want to do? So for me, sorry, keep moving. I don't know about y'all. Some people don't agree. But for me, I feel like what's comfortable for me on a first date is seeing a movie. I told him, oh, let's go to the movies. Because, and it actually was the first thing that popped in my mind. Because Incredibles just came out. I think it was Incredibles 2, right? I think that's what it was. And he was like, oh, what do you want to say? I was like, let's go to the movies and see Incredibles. I looked up the information on what time the movie and everything like that. We both decided that we would see the 6:30 movie on Incredibles. Y'all from Brooklyn, y'all know Court Street movie theaters. So I was like, you know, I wanted to go to Court Street because Linden is like way out of reach for me. And you know, Court Street is in the area where food is. It's downtown Brooklyn, so you could do something after if you want to. And Court Street was close to his house and mine. Information for the date was Court Street. We're gonna see Incredibles at 6:30. Now we didn't book tickets ahead of time. We said like when we get there, we're just gonna buy tickets. That I think that morning I had choir rehearsals at church, but that was like I think it was at 1:30 or 12:30. So I knew after the choir rehearsal is not like an all day thing. It's just, I think it's like 2 hours we usually do. So I knew after that, after I had choir rehearsals, I was gonna go home, look, get, you know, freshen up and stuff, change my outfit, and then go out to the date. I think choir rehearsal ended up finishing at 2, right? So after choir rehearsal, I'm thinking I'm gonna go home and leave and get ready to my date. At my church, I'm on the worship team, so the director, he decided that he wanted to have worship team rehearsal too. So it was like spontaneous, and everybody was like, oh, you know, I'm not doing nothing after, I don't have nothing to do, so let's just do it real quick. I think we was rehearsing what we was gonna see the next day, something like that. We was rehearsing. So again, I wasn't expecting that to be all day long, because he said it was only gonna he was like, for a couple of minutes, let's just practice these 2 songs. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Me personally, I'm a late person. I'm trying to get better. However, the truth is I'm usually always late. But when I meet somebody for the first time, I don't want them to know that about me automatically. Like, you can find that out a couple of months later, but you know, first date or whatever, I don't want nobody to know that I'm a late person. Okay, so I'm looking at the time and I'm realizing that it's 4:30 and the date is at 6:30, and I want to go home to change my outfit. I think I was wearing a hat, so I need to flat iron my hair or whatever it is, and you know, I want to go home and freshen up and get there on time. I realized the time was 4:30 and we were still in the rehearsal. So I'm like, you know what, let me go and text him and, you know, tell him what's going on. So I think I tried to call him and he didn't answer, so I texted him. So I was like, I'm basically done, but I'm wondering if I'll get there in time. But I'm like, I should. He said, if you feel that you won't get there in time, we could catch the 8 o'clock one. Just let me know how you feeling or how it's looking. So I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, because I asked him, I think I asked him if the 8 o'clock Incredibles movie time is filled, like if the seats is filled, because I'm looking at the time and it's like, I don't think I'm gonna get there on time and I'm gonna be rushing, so maybe we should do the 8 o'clock. So he, like you guys see on the screen, like he definitely said, like, if you feel like, you know, you won't get there in time, we could just catch the 8 o'clock one. The rehearsal is finished, whatever, I go home, I change my outfit, I do my hair, you know, I just get ready. The whole time of me getting ready, I called him and he didn't pick up the phone. So I'm like, okay, whatever, maybe he's taking a shower, maybe he's getting ready, so that's why he's not picking up the phone. Me personally, I'm not leaving my house until you left your house. If you like, I'm leaving my house at 8:05, I'm gonna call you at 8:05 and be like, yo, you left your house? I bet, let me leave my house. So it's like 7:15 now, I wanna leave my house, but you know, I'm gonna text him to see if he left his house, because like I said, I don't know about y'all, but that's me. I feel like everybody that's from Brooklyn, they are like that. Especially when you're meeting a guy or whatever. You like, did you leave your house? Because you don't want to get there too early and look stupid. You don't want to get there and then they decide that they're not going and you just wasting your money. Being as I'm taking an Uber, I'm not trying to waste my money. Keep calling, I'm calling like, yo, you left your house, whatever, whatever. He's not answering. So I'm like, yo, all of this noise is when I want to film something. It's crazy. But I was like, it's strange that he's not picking up the phone. He know we're supposed to go to the movie at 8 o'clock. That's my reason why, ladies, if you go on a date with somebody, if y'all didn't already communicate, like, oh, left my house or whatever, if they don't communicate with you, make sure you ask them if them leave them oats, because me not left my oats. Me not left my oats if you don't leave your oats, because Papa sure. Me not do it, no. We text on Facebook, so I text him on Facebook. I think I text his phone too, and no response. I'm calling him on the Facebook thing. I'm calling him on his phone. So I'm like, I was like, at this point, I don't care. It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock passed, and he's not answering. So then I was also wondering, maybe he's on the train. I was like, oh shoot, maybe he's on the train. But like, all the time I was calling him, the time kept going up. 7:15, 7:30, 7:40, I kept going up. I called my friend Hadassah. Yo, shout out to Hadassah. She knew I was supposed to link with Aaron today. So I'm like, yo, Aaron is like not answering any of my texts. Hadassah's like, yo, he really playing right now. He's playing. And I'm like, I'm not understanding, because he was fiending to link, like fiending to link all of this time, and finally it's time to link, and this guy's not answering the phone. Like, he's not answering the phone, and I'm telling Hadassah, like, you know, basically what I just said. I don't want to make a bad impression. I want to be early. And she's like, no sis, it don't matter if it's the time it's about to be 8 o'clock. Don't leave your house if he didn't leave his house. Because even when me and Hadassah link, that's how she is. If I don't leave my house yet, based off like how close it is where the destination is, she's not leaving her house until I say I'm leaving my house. It's 7:59 now. I've been calling him and he's not answering. We supposed to see it at 8 o'clock. He's not answering the phone. So while I'm talking to Hadassah on the phone, he finally answered me back. So I'm like, yo sis, he texts me back. I was like, did you leave your house? He's like, nah, not yet. So I'm like, what time are you leaving your house? Laughing emoji, because like you acting like we don't got nowhere to go. And he's like, I just woke up and I'm leaving now, I guess. I thought this was clipped. What? You thought this was clipped? Didn't we decide we're going to the movies? And then weren't you the one who said we could see the 8 o'clock movie? And I said, facts, let's see the 8 o'clock movie. So what do you mean you thought this was clipped? So basically he wasn't answering the phone because he was sleeping. So when I thought this was clipped, I'm still on the phone with Hadassah. Like, I was telling her everything he said. So I'm like, yo, let me call this guy and I'm gonna call you back. Because he's talking about he thought this was clipped. Like, what if I had left my house? I called him. I'm like, what's going on? You talking about you thought this was clipped, and like clearly we talked about meeting up at 8 o'clock. There was like a pause, like a good 3-second pause. When I tell you this, why? Like some type of earth in that in. He's like,
what are you talking about? I don't understand you. We had plans since last week for 6:30 and you changing the time to 8 o'clock. And I don't understand. This is not even professional.
I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? I'm literally laughing on the phone because I'm like, what is going on? And he's like,
yo, you think it's funny? You laughing on the phone? You think this is funny?
I'm like, Aaron, I'm so confused because we decided that we was gonna see the 8 o'clock one all because I didn't want to be late. So what are you talking about? Like, you on the phone over here going crazy because you fell asleep? Like, what is this you? He was like,
I'm so disappointed in you, and I'm disappointed about this because we had plans at 6:30 and now you're talking about 8.
I'm like, what you mean me I talk about 8? What you mean me I talk about 8? Like, y'all saw, let me put it back up. Y'all saw, he said, if you feel like you're gonna be late or whatever the case was, let's catch the 8 o'clock movie. I'm like, this man, no man, this man after drunk. I only him. I'm laughing on the phone because it's so crazy to me. If anybody who knows me, I'm mad goofy and everything is funny to me. Like, I laugh about everything. So I'm not even mad. I'm not even on his level, like, to argue with him. I just think it's so funny because he sounds ridiculous. He sounds crazy. I said to him, all right, well, I'm ready. I'm already ready. Like, I looked it up. So I said, do you want to see the 9:30 movie? He was like, yeah, we could do that. At that point, when I said that to him, when we talked on the phone, it was like right after he texted me. So it had to be about like 8:15ish or whatever. Now, we said we're gonna see the 9 o'clock movie, the 9:30 movie. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm already ready. I'm just waiting till the time comes so I can leave. I planned on taking an Uber. To take an Uber from my house to Court Street Movie Theaters, it's gonna take about like, I think it's 30 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. So I was waiting till it's 9 o'clock to take to call my Uber so I can get there on time. Now it's 8:50. I call him to see if he left his house. 8:55 I call him. He not texting me that he not calling me or texting me back again. Like the first time I'm calling him to see if he left his house, because like I was like, I don't want to leave my house if he's not leaving his house. So I call Hadassah and I'm like, yo, this guy is playing. Again, I tell her what happened. Like, we decided to go to the 9 o'clock one, and I'm like, yo, this guy is playing. Like, he's not answering me back again. So Hadassah was like, yo, if anything, girl, because where Hadassah live is like, I think it's 2 train stops to where the Court Street movie is. She was like, yo, if anything, I'm gonna come down there if something happens. Like, let me know if, like, in case he don't come or whatever. She's like, let me know. So she got dressed too in case something happened. I could be like, sis, yo, come through, because this guy is coming. I told her, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just leave my house, because we had a conversation on the phone that we was gonna get go to that one, and there's no way he can make the same mistake. He was sleeping before, so I'm like, let me just go. Because I'm like, if I get there and he's not there, then oh well, because I told my sister come link me. Like, you know, always got your plan B. I text him and I said, let me pull up the message, y'all. So I said, Aaron, I'm in the Uber right now, so you better not flop at this point. I said that. Y'all see the time. I said that at 9 o'clock p.m. The movie starts at 9:30. He did not text me back. So I'm on the phone with Hadassah in the car, and I'm like, yo, I text him that I left. He did not text me back. So she's like, nah, he's playing like I'm dead about to get ready. So she got ready in case. Like, she was on call. So I finally, when I got to the movies, it was 9:30 on the dot. So I'm looking around, I'm outside the movie theater, I'm looking around to see if I see him. Mind you, he still did not answer my calls or text me back. Even when I told him I'm in an Uber, you better not flop, no answer, like nothing at all. So I'm telling her that, so I'm like, yo, like, he really tried it. He's the one who was fiending to link. Like, when I tell you, this guy always, every time you're on the phone,
oh, so when we gonna link? Also, when we gonna do this?
And I finally give you a chance, and you like doing this right now. So then Hadassah was like, why don't you go inside and see if you could get tickets or whatever. It was like, me and Hadassah, when she could come down here and we'll go to the movies and forget about this guy. So I go inside and I actually see like one of my friends, because I was in high school at the time. I see one of my friends from school. So I'm like, oh, hey. And I was like, oh, what movie you seeing? She had like a paper in her hand. She's like, oh, she's gonna see Incredibles. So I'm like, oh, me too. So she was like, oh, you order your ticket online? And I said, no. And she was like, oh, she ordered her ticket online since last week. I was like, oh. I was like, nah, I just was gonna come here to buy tickets. She's like, sis, look up. It's sold out. So I'm like, it's sold out? She was like, yeah, like this, it premiered yesterday. You should have bought your ticket online. I'm on the phone with Hadassah the whole time. I'm like, Hadassah, the movies is dead, sold out. So she's laughing because it's mad funny. My date is not there. He's not answering my texts or calls. And then the movie that we supposed to see, which was Incredibles 2, is sold out. That's already 3 strikes where it's like, sis, you need to go home. So I'm like, all right, let me see if there's any other movies that's there. The other movie that was valid, I forgot what movie it was, but the other movie that was valid was sold out. Like, when I tell you, like, everything else was trash. I said, I'm here and it's sold out. 9:49, when I said it's sold out, he had texted me back the next minute and said, shaking my head. So I call Hadassah and I'm like, yo, he just said shaking my head. Like, that's all he said. And I'm like, sis, get on the train. Come meet me downtown, because this guy is playing. He keeps calling me. I'm not answering the phone because you wanna do that to me. I'm not gonna answer the phone. So he texts me. He says, Amanda, it's 9:49. And I'm like, yes, question mark. I'm still on the phone with Hadassah, so I'm like, Hadassah, let me call you back. He's calling me. I'm like, let me go hear what this clown's about to say. So at this point, when I decided that it was sold out and he wasn't answering to me again, I had walked to the Durain Reeds. If y'all know that area, you know there's a Durain Reed at the end of the block. So I go in Durain Reeds when I was on the phone with Hadassah, telling her like, yo, sis just come, because he basically flopped. So he called me and I'm like, hello, and it's like so much noise. You could tell he's on a train. So I'm like, hello, and he's like, yeah, like he's talking mad low, like not the energy he had when he was yelling on the phone. Like, he's talking mad low. He's like, it's really sold out. The movie's really sold out. So I'm like, yeah, it's sold out. So he was like, oh dang, that's sad. He's like, I'm on my way. He said, I'm two stops away. Mimuma, 2 stops away. Now you don't even want to tell me you left your house. You 2 stops away. Well, it's sold out. So I'm like, yo, it's dead. He's like, you sure you don't want to go out to eat? There's restaurants nearby. You sure you don't want to go to any of the restaurants? I'm like, no. You fiend to link, this was your one chance and you messed up the chance. He was like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, really? Because you already there, you came all that way and you don't want to go and get nothing to eat. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I met up with Hadassah at some little yogurt place. Like, I'm gonna insert the video of that day. Like, we was in a yogurt place, we was talking, and she had took a video of me. We had a good time. Like, we went and got something to eat. I think we walked around a little bit and we just chilled and basically laughing and clowning the guy. Like, yeah, I really was not even mad. Like, it takes a lot out of me to get really mad. I just thought the whole thing was funny, and I feel like any other girl would have went home, but you know, I had my own plan. And that was that was literally what happened. Basically, he stood me up. Like, he kind of stood me up, kind of didn't, because he was on his way, but he never made it to the destination. He never made it to the destination. So that was that. I think even after we got off the phone, he texted me and he was like, there's nothing else for us to do on this lovely night. And I was like, LOL, nah. And he said, how you getting home? So I said, Uber. And he said, oh, I forgot, let me know when you get home. When I told him Uber, me and Hadassah was sitting down eating some wings from Wingstop. Like, that's what it was. I think it was it's funny for Hadassah if she's watching this, because she definitely remembered this day. Like, it was 2 years ago. I was 18. I'm 20. And basically the guy, it was over. It was over after that. It was literally the worst date I went on, because I didn't actually make it to the date. So do I even count it? Maybe it's supposed to be the worst link. I don't even know, because I didn't even make it to the date. Like, I made it to the destination, but I never even made it to the date. Like, I didn't even see him that day. Basically what happened. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, this story time, because it was really fun. It was fun to actually like sit down and talk to you guys. You know, I really love doing the story time. My last story time, if y'all didn't see it, go ahead and check it out and click that tab up there. Gave me a lot of love on that one. I think it's like 1.2k views right now. Like, a lot of people commented their stories about it. So go ahead and comment your story if you actually been on like the worst Valentine's Day, unlike me, because I didn't go on Valentine's Day, or your worst date experience. Please comment down below and let me know, so you know we could relate, we could chit chat, and I'll be like, I bet you y'all stories is probably crazier than mine, because even on the other video, y'all was telling me some crazy stuff. Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought I was bad, but when y'all was telling me, I'm like, oh no, I'm not on y'all level. Make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, because that button is red. What is you doing? Go ahead and click that subscribe button and make sure that button is gray, okay? Thank you guys for watching this episode today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye, guys.